Before starting my presentation and other things, I would like to tell you a few words. Okay. Firstly, if I will be showing your presentation and the topic, I have informed earlier that how to even reduce your pains in the content writing, or how to reduce it totally. Now, before that, when I will be starting this presentation, you can put your questions in chat or keep it reserved for some time later. Another thing is that I will take the question answers later, and if at all the time doesn't permit, because we have only 40 minutes of time from the Zoom, if time doesn't permit to answer me to answer all of your queries, question answers, then you can send me your queries by mail. And you can suggest that because since I have announced that it will be a 4-week session every Saturday from 8 p.m. to 9. So 8 p.m. to 8:45 p.m., 45-minute session. You can suggest me what session should I conduct in the next one. Today I will be, this is the first introduction. I hardly know anybody's background, okay? But I am assuming that all are into content writing or have interest in content writing, because content writing is a different type of different kind of writing itself. The way of writing that we think that we are used to is not the same in content writing. We have a different things. I have a blog, I run a blog, okay? I've started it, and you can find more guidance in that. If you have time, you can check out my blog. And if you ask me why I am here and what is the purpose of hosting this webinar? See, I am into this content writing last 10 to 12 years. And I have started from scratch, no experience, nothing. And I have started pretty late. I used to stay at different places due to my husband's job purpose. And there I found that something can be done. So I started writing. I have mentioned everybody in my personal message also. So after 10 years, I found it really is such a nice, it's a pretty good niche that we can develop. Everybody can do something. We all have something to tell to people. We actually, humans are, nature is such that we are always eager to provide some support, provide some guidance like that. So, but definitely you cannot do it for free the long term, and you will be expecting some returns, some good returns. And if you stick to it, please believe me that yes, returns are really good. Because let me tell you that in content writing, now businesses, they are now shifting to this digital platform. And now whenever a business is trying to sell an idea, a service or product, the business now, they want to connect with the audience or the customers or the buyers. Now the customers, like we are also customers, we also buy something daily. We like to interact. I mean, what is this thing? Why this will be helpful for me? So this sort of interactive thing has developed after the internet boom. Everybody is online. We are having mobile, we are having laptops, everything, internet, every information is just in our hand, just within a fingertips, a few clicks. So here we need to develop that communication, and it is interesting, to communicate with others, to communicate with new people, to know what they need, to what they are looking for. So how can you fit in to their demands, to their requirements? That is a really an interesting game. Yes, nothing happens overnight. It takes time to build up things. Why people will believe you, why people will listen to you. So you need to have something concrete. Now, if you tell that after 10 years, I am now working with an organization, and I felt that, it is a really roller coaster ride for me. Sometimes it is so nice. Sometimes you feel disappointed. It happens in every sphere, in every profession. So that doesn't matter. But really, if you are interested in content writing, it has immense opportunities, because businesses have now changed the strategies to reach out to the customers. See, suppose you are watching TV, okay, and whenever you are watching TV or program very intently, some advertisement comes in between and you feel disturbed. That advertisement means you don't have anything to say to that. You have to listen what they have to say. But in this content writing through digital platform, through either through social media or through the number of platforms are there, you can express your opinions, and that is the biggest thing in content writing. That's the reason businesses are looking for direct communication with the audience, which you can do with the help of content writing. Okay, before I go much, I will start my presentation and I will explain each and every points. But yeah, content writing is not an easy job. Okay, so there are lots of pains, lots of trials, lots of errors, hits and misses. Then only you can achieve some sort of perfection, and that is also not final. So let's go back, go to the presentation and see what unravels in front of you. Okay, just give me some time. Let me open the presentation to you. And if you have in the between the presentation, if you have any queries, please keep on typing in the chat box. So after my presentation is over, I will take the questions one by one. Okay, fine. So let's start. I will start the slideshow. So here is that's a welcome message. Now let me start with the common pains in content writing. What a writer or a content writer, whatever writing you are, writer you are, so what are the common pains? Okay, content writing is easy, people think, and can be done in a very short time. No, it is not that. Content writing is not easy. The main problems are let me share the screen. Can you see my screen? I think everybody can see my screen, isn't it? Lack of ideas, what to write and how to write. This is the first problem every content writer faces. Next is a no constructive flow of thought, how to start and how to continue. This is another very big problem. You get stuck. So what to write? First is the what to write and how to maintain the flow. Then the lack of motivation, time consuming. Yes, you have to give time. And common thing when most of us feel, especially the beginners, low pay. So that is a very big pain. I will talk about this later also. Perhaps entire session where I will devote one entire session at the end of all these things then for this to deal with this particular topic. Feeling of isolation. Writers, when they write, this is a very common feeling of isolation that, okay, fine, I am fighting alone, nobody is with me. So this is a very common thing that you always face. Common thing. Too many distractions. Because whenever you sit writing, whether generally you do it at home, and even if it is in an office setup, there will be distractions and your focus will get diverted. These are the very common pains. If you have any other common pains or if you face any additional pains while writing, please do let me know in a chat box. You can send me mail later on also, because all these things are always welcome to me. Let me go to the next slide. We always often hear the term that a writer's block, but I feel there is nothing called writer's block. We don't have the writer's block, in fact. What we have is this. We are subject to our erratic habits. Our habits, it is our own habits that create this blockage. Because if we don't follow specific habits, definitely we will face the blocks and we will face the hurdles. There will be no ideas, the flows will get restricted, and naturally nothing will come out. You will keep on staring at blank pages. we overload our brain and mind with junk information. This everything, internet is providing us with good information, no doubt. But let me tell you, 90% of them are junk information. Whatever you consume, 5% maybe of your use and rest is junk. Newspaper, media news, whatever it is, hardly you get quality things. Quality things means that will serve your purpose only, not others' purpose. But what we just like the junk food we eat and it proves very bad to us for our health, same thing is the junk information. The more you do, more you go on consuming this junk information, your brain gets clogged with unnecessary things. How can you expect that you will get good ideas, good flow of thoughts? Please think about this, because I have faced this. Whenever I write a serious thing, I just I just stay away from all, even I don't read storybooks, which I'm so fond of. Even I stop reading storybooks. Fine, let me let me spend some time with the topic which I am planning to write. So if you go on getting inputs, the unnecessary inputs that you don't require at all, not today, even tomorrow. So your mind or brain gets clogged. Your brain, everybody's brain, we have limited space. We don't have unlimited space to accommodate everything, because plus we have own our struggles, own challenges in a personal life. Okay, so where is that space to accommodate for the junk? Just give a thought about this. Fresh thoughts cannot enter, just what I have said. We lose the power of analysis. You go on taking in junk information. Are you analyzing whether this information is right, wrong, or whether this information will be of use to you? No, we don't. We don't at all analyze this because we don't have time. And when we stop analyzing this, we lose a very great power. One big tip I would say, practice meditation. Whenever you practice meditation, it clears your mind from junk. Whether you are a professional or you are a student, I will strictly suggest, just go for the meditation. Nothing more than that, 5 minutes every day, anytime, early morning or before going to bed. It works. As for me, it really works, because whenever you practice meditation, your mind gets focused, and definitely you will just focus on what you need, not on other things. That is a big benefit of meditation. And yes, you don't need a very great arrangement to do that. Just a simple, just sit down for 5 minutes, nothing else. Now you don't have to do nothing else. Just put on your favorite one song or some music, and just allow you to be yourself, nothing else. No inputs, nothing, anything. So let me go to the next slide. Whenever you are writing, you must should content writing. Every writer has an intention, but especially in type of content writing, you need to be very, very specific. Why you are here? What is the purpose of your writing? Is it to educate others? Are you planning to create any course material? Are you planning to create any guides? Are you planning to teach somebody something so that you are writing content? Enrich others? Will your content help somebody to do better, or it will help something to improve their lives? Or entertain others? Your content will give them a very joy, or you will be providing some source of joy, just like our performing artists do. So that is also content. Movie, serials, whatever you see, whatever the things you get delivered around you, that means you have some benefit. The person who is delivering the content has some intention to entertainment, to educate, to enrich, give valuable information that you don't know. Because here it is one point I would like to highlight: valuable information that you have to judge yourself. And that's the reason in the previous slide I discussed that don't consume junk information, because if you lose the power of analysis, you would not be able to distinguish between which is the valuable and which is the just crap information. Are you ready to is your content solving others' problems? Today I am sitting with this webinar because whenever I joined a Facebook group, not one, different Facebook groups, I pained me to see that so many content writers are there and they are just falling prey to very cheap deals. That pained me really. So what a hard work goes. So solving others' problems means, so I found that I should do something, that there must be something lagging in the writers, because everybody is running for some cheap deals. So many people are running. Why should it be? Every writer, you, if you are a very serious writer, you have something to say, you have something valuable to deliver, so that you don't fall prey to those cheap deals. So just throw away prices. No, this is a very respected profession, and this is a highly demanded profession, though a highly demanded skill, I should say. That so one should not be very just give away to all these cheap popularities and cheap things. This pained me really. I found 10 to 15 groups I have joined, and I have seen it rampant. So just like writers are nothing, that any price you are giving and they are getting, they are willing to do the job. And there's something very, something I feel it's not right thing that is happening out. Ideas, where the ideas, definitely ideas do not go on trees. How to get ideas? Firstly, you need to be aware and mindful. Mindful means what is happening around you. You have to be very observant. What attracts you most? What is the thing that you feel drawn towards? Is it your like travel? Is it like art? There's a drawing, painting, anything. What attracts you most? That you have to find yourself. Which topic, which subject you are fond of, which thing at it, which particular, because you can write on a number of topics, endless topics are there, but which attracts you most, that you have to find out and list down. Come on, I like writing on English, I like writing on literature, I like writing on history, I like writing on health, I like writing on fitness. And not only what attracts you most, that should tally with what the problems are facing, people are facing, because you are here to help, to do something beneficial to your audience, to the readers, or to your audience. If you are selling something, fine. If you must be selling your content, that is your objective. So that's the thing you have to. Just a minute, 1 second, I have to admit one person. I hope he or she has joined. Jivesh Keshav. Hi, Jivesh. Can you hear me? Just type in a chat.
Yes, ma'am. Sorry, that's me, Punita. Thank you for taking me in.
Okay, fine. No problem. So let me continue. You have missed some points. Anyways, I will share the slide with you again. Okay. So that is the
Thank
thing.
you so much.
Okay. So please mute yourself. And so that is the thing, that you have to be observant very much. What the problems are facing, people are facing. Just a minute. What brings them joy or relief, what you can do, what you can write that people will enjoy your writing or get relief from something they are looking for badly. Suppose I am looking for some pain management techniques, and if I get through a very valuable piece of content, come on, if you do this exercise, your pain will be reduced. And if I follow it and if I get result, come on, this is the valuable content I have received by somebody, by anybody. It can be through writing, it can be through video, it can be through presentation, any type, any format it can be. So it should give some value. Either it should bring them joy, or it should be give them relief from some problem that they are being facing for a long time. Then what you have to do, just I have to admit another person. Just a minute, let me see the Mitali Bansal. Okay. So you have to step into other shoes to feel the real need. Let me go to the next slide. Expand your knowledge base. Knowledge is the cornerstone of your content writing. You should be very knowledgeable. Read, read, read. Read authentic books, materials, and papers. I would rather tell you a formula, 10x formula that I believe. If you read one piece of content, you should read at least 10 times about that content, about that particular topic. More you read, more you get knowledge, and more you get ideas and thoughts. That is so important. Do research, and obviously you should make notes. Now, how to make words flow? This is another big pain. Practice storytelling. People like to hear stories. Even boring piece people won't like. You have to tell stories. If it is a personal experience, nothing like that. Create stories from other examples. If you don't have that personal experience, you can take examples, other examples, and create a story, tell a story very interestingly. Authentic stories inspire most. And definitely it could be from your life. And create analogy. Analogy makes people easy to understand. Whatever you are saying, people will understand. If you provide analogy, suppose if you're explaining any concept, give the analogy. Write as you are talking, conversational tone. Just like I am talking to you, just make that same, follow the same technique of how to talk with other people and how to talk with other people, and that will come out as a content, just as a conversational talk. I think you have read some dialogues, just imagine the dialogue. But yeah, you cannot write in a dialogue format, but maintain the conversational tone, I should say. Weave wit and humor. That is very important. Build healthy conversation among your known groups. Join forums and communities. You will get great support. Practice free writing. It is just not a free, it is just a warm-up exercise. You have seen athletes, they just warm up, how they warm up with the exercise. So you start writing quickly, whatever that comes in your mind, right? But within a time schedule 10 minutes, and just go on writing. You will find, then check what you have written. Just whatever thoughts, it can be any sentence. Don't worry for the grammar, because you are now writing for yourself. You see how fast you can produce words. This will take a little bit practice. Don't worry about grammar. Don't judge, just write. After a few sessions, this is the main exercise. You go back and check your writing. You can refocus by asking new questions. Create a mind map. How to create that? Focus on a topic. Let thoughts flow. It might take hours. So as I told you, it is not don't think that content writing will come to you easily. Thoughts are very volatile. You need to lock them. Yes, how to lock? That is the main question. Use mind mapping tools. As for example, MindMeister. I will show you an example of how to mind map, how to use a mind mapping tool. It is so beneficial, and anybody can use it for free. Note down your thoughts, because whenever you will be using that tool, you will be observing your thoughts. You will be noting down your thoughts one by one. Now you assemble those thoughts in the form of content, because now you have got the thoughts. You have made the notes, what you will be writing. Yes, there may be changes. You will have to make changes. There's nothing big about it. But at least you have something in your hand, that how to create the flow of words, a flow of thoughts. Now, don't restrict your thoughts. Anything, note down, even if you feel that, okay, come on, it may be silly. No, you can transform it to a meaningful thing, or else you can delete it. That's your choice. Regularity. Regularity is very important. Write every day 300 to 15 words. But one thing I do, I take 1 day break, because just 1 day break means to free my that day I don't touch writing at all. I do anything else, I read anything, but I don't touch writing because I feel so the next day when I write, I feel it, I get refreshed. So brain, you can exercise your brain, but your brain should also have some time to back up, because 6 hours, 6 days a week, if you write, but those who are not into the full-fledged writing, I would suggest them, you write at least 300 to 500 words every day. That is a good practice. Iterate your ideas. Whatever ideas you have, you go on iterating repeatedly, okay? Because nothing is final. Set up a blog. Whenever you set up a blog, you will be finding the motivation. Come on, I have to post something. I have to write something. I have to tell something to others that matters. Build expertise on one niche. Focus on one niche. That's the reason I talked to you about what attracts you most at the beginning. Okay, so the passion, the most comfortable topic for you, select that one, and then you write on it. Later you can diverse to different niches, but start with one particular niche. And definitely you keep sharing your blogs on different digital platforms. People will want to see what you're writing. Take references, obviously, and always update your blog with new updates and interesting happenings. Whatever you will be writing, you will be getting updates. Okay, this has happened today, that thing is going to happen tomorrow. This has changed. We have got a new thing in this matter. So this is a important thing. Whenever you get update your blog, you will find new ideas coming to you. And build your worth. This is our last slide. Before ending this slide, I want to say you one thing, that since I waited for 10 minutes, the Zoom will not allow me more time to run this thing. So in the meantime, so if you feel that you need to get some question answers answered, please let me know in the chat box so that I can arrange for another meeting just now. I can arrange for another meeting and I will send you the invitation and you can log in and we can have a 10-minute free chat. Please write it in the chat box that whether you are interested to go for the question answer session, because after this slide, this meeting is going to end. So I will send an invitation within just 1 or 2 minutes. It will take hardly 1 or 2 minutes. Okay. Is it okay for you? So how to build your worth, that nobody will pay you unless they get a sense of your worth. How to, that is a thing. Who will pay you? That's the reason. So that is the reason the content writers suffer badly. 1 or 2 writing samples reveal nothing of a writer, but definitely if you maintain a continuity, people will see that, yeah, the blog is, you are maintaining a continuous blog. They will see the writing of yours. You can build a blog portfolio and this will build trust. People will know, come on, this person has something that I can reach out. This person will give me the quality that I am looking for, and they will be happily paying a higher price for that. Write guest posts. I definitely don't write what everybody writes. Definitely, it will outrightly get rejected. Nobody wants to hear everything. No, what others have said, come out something new. And whenever you start writing a blog, okay, 1 or 2 blogs, you may go on repeating. But whenever it comes to a practice, you will get new ideas and you will be finding new things. If you choose high competition topic like weight loss tips, millions and millions, zillions of topics are there in the internet. You have to think ahead of those, something new. And obviously, you have to recheck your writing several times to keep it error-free. But let me tell you, error-free means, that means make it a decent writing and simplicity matters. Definitely ask for feedback and comments. I will also ask you for the feedback. So if you wish, if you can, whether you like my presentation, what you need more, what I should have explained more, every time an honest feedback will be always welcome from you, because I organize this webinar